And Zach starts talking about these breathing exercises that he's picking up from Wim Hof that is allowing him to harness his sexual energy. And he's like, dude, you don't realize, like, this is actually keeping me away from porn. And I'm like, wait a minute, say that again? Like, Zach is a Marine, like, very strong man, have a lot of respect for him, for what he's done, obviously defending our country. Just not somebody that I would ever think back, like, has a problem with pornography. Because once again, alpha, strong, masculine. If you have weaknesses, you're a weak man. If you have struggles, you're a weak man. That was how I associated things. So to hear Marines say, dude, I've struggled with porn, I'm like, And that was like the feeling for me, like, Frank, this is your time right now. If you, and it almost felt like the call came then. It's like, if I don't say something now, I'm never going to say anything. So I said, Zach, I'm so appreciative for you sharing this. I've been looking for the opportunity to talk about this, but I think I've had an addiction to pornography for over 20 years. And he said, yeah, you probably have. And I'm like, what does it mean? He's like, all of us do. And he starts sharing a little bit more about his struggles in Iraq while he's literally like fighting in wars. Like he's consuming porn 5, 6, 7 times a day. So we talked a little bit about it, but by then I was so ready just to be done with it. Like I was so disgusted with it. I was so fed up with it. I felt like it had control of my life. And I committed to him that day. And I said, Zach, today's the day. Whatever led you to talk about this was what I needed to hear. I'm committed to you and I'm committed to everybody to get this out of my life. But I need 2 things, Zach. Are you with me here? He said, absolutely. I said, hey, for one, I need you to be there for me. Can you support me? Can you hold me accountable? If I need to have a conversation, can I reach out to you? Obviously, you're further down this path than I am. I need somebody. Once again, circling back to what I talked about at the beginning, right? We need people in our life. We're not going to do anything of meaning or anything of importance in this world all by ourselves. So I know I needed a support system. I wasn't ready to talk about it with everybody, but he was already there with me, so he already knew. So he committed to me that he'd hold me accountable. Second thing I said is I need to share this with Stephanie. At this point, her and I relationship was kind of like butting heads, but I also felt that like I could see myself with her forever. There's a lot of great things that came out of our relationship, but I only knew that we were going to be able to work through whatever we were going through and go on to the next level if she knew the truth. So I said, Zach, I need you to hold me accountable, and I need to share this with Stephanie. So I had about a 30-minute drive home that day, and that drive was like one of the most difficult ones because at this point now, like I didn't understand it back then, but the voices are coming, the enemy's there, like, dude, you don't need to say anything. Like, this will be fine. Zach's never going to ask you about this. Stephanie doesn't need to know. She already knows you look at porn, so why admit these things to her anyways? So I actually didn't do anything with it that day. I sat on it for the night. I may have gone home and looked at porn. I don't remember. But the next morning, like that's when I felt convicted. Like, so we lived in a townhouse. I had an office, and the upstairs hallway like was right where her bathroom was. So we kind of had separate bathrooms. Frank, this is it. Now or never. So I literally had to go into the closet because I had a secret computer that I watched porn on because I'd already been caught once in a previous relationship. Said it's never going to happen again. I just have a computer that nobody else has access to. And I walked into the bathroom and I said, Stephanie, I need to tell you something. She looks down. She's like, why do you have a computer in your hand? So just wait, just stay with me here. And I just confessed it all to her. I said, I know you know that I watch porn because I brought it up to you. I've asked you if you want to watch it with me. So I said, hey, I know you know this about me, but I don't think you actually understand the severity of what this issue is. I have a major problem in addiction. And I just shared all this with her. I finally told her what the computer was for. I'm like, Steph, you don't even understand. Like, it's so bad that I've had this computer that is completely private, completely secret. But I'm committing to you right now that I'm ready to get this out of my life, and I'm going to prove it to you. But I'm going to destroy this computer. And I literally took the laptop in 2 pieces and ripped it apart. And she's like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, so I go downstairs, and it was the trash day. So garbage cans were outside, and this is where I send you the Marco Polo. So this is kind of the first time you hear about all this. I pull the phone up, and I don't even remember how I kind of set it up. Like, I think, Josh, I got something really important to tell you. You know, you've known me for these couple of years now. Obviously, there's a secret that you don't know the truth. And I just kind of like just vomited it all out to you. But then I showed you the laptop, and I showed you how important this was to me. And I was literally ready to destroy whatever it was that was going to be the access point for me. And this is the power of decision, right? This is the power of commitment and ripping your eyeballs out. Like that was my part right there. It's like, I'm just going to destroy this, showing to myself and really to my subconscious, like, hey, you actually are truly 100% committed to this. And I understand a lot of that now because I've worked with so many men over the 2 years. A lot of them don't ever truly commit to change. So I share this with you. And I remember as I'm ending the call, I said, Josh, I don't know what this is going to lead to, but I know that this is the beginning of something that is so much bigger, and I can't wait to see where it takes us. And I kind of threw the thing in the trash, and that was kind of the ending of the call.